I do my best thinking outside, standing up, moving around. And that's what I'm going to do right now because I need this for myself. I cannot focus. I just got to sit with truth sometimes and let it rise. And right before I got on here, what came to mind was I was getting the dogs in and filling up their water, about to feed them. And bending over, moving my body, and I just think I'm like a chameleon. I can camouflage in any room. I know how to change my energy depending on the energy I walk into. I can feel that within me. I know how to hide in plain sight. I know how to put my smile on and make sure everyone knows I'm all right. I know how to be the sun that shines in the rain. I know how to be the umbrella to keep people dry. I know how to show up. I know how to help. And I just wonder how much I've cost myself by trying to appease everybody else. I just wonder how much it's cost me to trade myself in for the comfort of others. How much of me did I give to others? How much did I think they were taking and I was giving to earn love? Love should not be earned, for that is not love. At least not unconditional love. There's a difference between being watched and being witnessed, being judged and being seen. There is a difference between being loved unconditionally and being loved conditionally. And I think one of the most important things we have to learn is to allow ourselves to learn how to hold truth. I talked about the last time, repression and suppression. I do it, we all do it, we're all humans, we're all gonna do it. And in the right time, it's always gonna come up when you need it to. And when it does, when it comes knocking, the question is, are you gonna answer? And when you do, how are you gonna approach what is coming towards you and what's coming forward to be heard, seen, and listened to and loved? Quite frankly, it wants to be held and loved. Truth does. Truth is neutral, it's just there, it just is. And us humans like to say, no, that's not what I like. So I'm going to push it away. I'm going to reject it. So when you reject the truth that's within you about a situation, what you're doing is rejecting a part of your reality. And when you're constantly rejecting a part of your reality, what you're doing is you're resisting part of your life. And when you resist part of your life, you're going to feel energetic tension within you that causes a little bit of misalignment. And when there is alignment that is off, we want to talk about sin. I don't like that word, or the word sinner. I don't like those words, but it's my belief that if you're going to use that word, you better use it right. At least around me, I like to say sinner, what they used to mean is missing the mark. It means what is keeping you from walking towards your purpose? What is keeping you from showing up in your life how you intended to show up? What is keeping you from that? Is it staying in a relationship? Is it drinking? Is it smoking? Is it scrolling too much on Instagram? Is it spending too much money? I'm not saying this is a sin as you're a bad person. Is this keeping you from your purpose? Whatever is keeping you from your purpose, that is what is missing. That's missing the mark, right? I don't want to miss my mark, right? And so I want to know the truth, even when it's hard. And I've built an internal landscape foundation now where I can hold the truth, but that doesn't mean it's always easy. Now, before a year ago, 6 months to a year ago, when a truth came, because a lot of times it's repressed, it's holding a lot of energy. Have you ever been in the ocean and the waves come crashing in and you're like looking out at the people on the sand and it just comes out of freaking nowhere and whoa, and it takes you under and it just clobbers you. I mean, I used to have a scar on my hip because that happened. I'll never forget that. But emotions do that, and it's invisible. People may not see you getting crashed, but internally you are. And that's when you can't stop crying. That's when the panic rises and the anxiety in your chest and your heartbeat's going and your mind is racing and you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to control the situation by trying to figure out a way out of this truth from being a truth. But the thing about truth is no matter what you believe, nothing will make the truth not untrue. You can push it and it's going to push back. You can kick it and it's going to keep knocking. And so what I've learned is when a truth arises, we pause. Presence is active. It's not passive, it's active. I am choosing to engage now with truth. I'm choosing to be with it. I'm choosing to hold it. I'm choosing to listen, because what it has to say is something I need to hear, even when I don't want to. Because truth rearranges your world. At least in my belief, it's truth is a disruptor. Surrender is a liberator. You figure out the truth. You listen to it. That's all you have to do. Let it in. Let it be heard. A lot of times we don't want to hear what we have, what it has to say. But a lot of times we want to, but we don't want to. It's that bittersweet feeling of like, I do want to know, right? So it's truth plus surrender equals peace. You surrender into the truth, and you trust when you do this. Systematically, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, it's going to rearrange the system in which it was held captive in. So now you had this energetic truth pushed down out of survival and protective mechanisms that you learned so you were okay and safe emotionally, psychologically, physically, whatever that may be. It's repressed. It's automatic. Repression's automatic. It comes up, and we use suppression consciously as a choice. No, I don't want to deal with you. I'm going to have a drink. No, I don't want to deal with you. I'm going to take a toke, smoke. I don't want to deal with you. I'm going to buy a new car. I'm going to go on a trip. I'm going to go hang out with my friends. I'm going to go do whatever I can to not be here with it, right? No, it's not that important. And it's going to keep showing up. It doesn't just go away. It doesn't just dissolve, no matter how bad you want it to. This whole time, for the last, I think a lot of us think we know where we're going, but we don't. We can have a plan. And I think that's where that saying, God laughs when you're making plans, because we don't have the control that we think we do. The control that we have, this is where control comes in. You want real control of your life? All you have to do, I guess that's easier said than done. But what I'm doing is I let my truth arise. I sit with it. I surrender to it. I feel it. And I ride the emotions like waves. So there's two ways to swim in the ocean. Either you're getting taken under by the waves, or you can use a boogie board. And in this scenario, for me, the boogie board are the tools that I've learned why can I now sit with truth that is completely disruptive to my system? My old self panics. It's like SpongeBob and Patrick running around that meme. It's super funny. In your head, and just like, how can I get out of this? I'll do anything. I'll make a deal with you, man. That's when you start making deals with the man above, right? Those are for those of you that think that God is in the sky, but the kingdom is within. And so when you go within and you learn to sit with everything, you get a boogie board, right? And you get to ride the waves. And although sometimes it's turbulent, and you get wet, it's a lot better riding the emotions and this is important. Emotions that stay stagnant and go unnoticed and not seen and not witnessed stay stuck, okay? You grab that boogie board, you grab the tools so you can sit with those waves and you don't get crushed under. And it's okay if you do get crushed under. It's okay. It's part of the process. I was drowning for a long time there, okay? I'm still here. Everything's okay. But the emotions are supposed to move you, right? So emotions aren't supposed to stay stuck. Energy's supposed to move. And so when we don't allow that by saying, nope, not going to deal with you, I'm going to go do this instead, then you're stuck, right? You grab that boogie board, you ride that wave, and that emotion's going to move. Now, naturally, nothing's ever going to be the same after that emotion moves, right? Logically speaking, bridges that burn never be rebuilt the same. When something breaks, when something's seen, you can't unsee anything. You can't unknow what you know. You can't unsee what you've seen. You can try not to know it. You can try to not think about it. But again, it just comes knocking. My whole point to this video was I really didn't have a point. And I just got on here because I'm dealing with truths all the time. And I'm just realizing I don't want, the thing about truth too is you don't have to go around telling everybody, oh, this is my truth. Although that's what I'm doing on YouTube and stuff. But I'm just like, you don't have to be specific on details, but you can hold a truth and not act on it. You don't have to tell people I'm struggling with it. You don't have to confess, right? You can allow the truth to arise, watch it, witness it, be with it, hold it, let yourself cry, let yourself scream, whatever you need to do. Be present with it. You let it move. And take note. You don't have to take action right away. You let truth do what it does. You let it disrupt your system. Let it rearrange stuff, whatever it does. Surrender to it. Trust in that combination of truth plus surrender equals peace. Surrender to it. And then after that, let me know how it goes.
You got me open and I keep bleeding. I keep